Hey, hey, Poodle family. Here we go. Episode 18. 18. We are live. I know I'm starting 5 minutes late today. The reason I'm starting 5 minutes late is because, well, life. Going from one meeting to another, to another, to another. So we're up. We are live. I was going to have a killer guest today. I'm excited still to have two more guests. So now we're moving. We've got another guest, and then they move to the following. So that is what we're doing. We're still got some guests coming up, but I wanted to take a minute today to just talk a little bit about, I'm calling this Fresh Start. I wanted to reminisce back to episode 1, where I told my story, where I told how Poodle really helped me through my house fire. As you all know, we lost everything we have, our home, 3 cars, pretty much all of our possessions back in December of last year. I can't believe we're coming up on a year almost. And it was that time that, I kind of discovered, I know that, Poodle came after that, but I got more into crypto and just the communities and looking into some of the altcoins, and I found the Poodle community and the Telegram, and how that really changed me and allowed me through a very, very difficult time in my life. And so that's where I got involved, and I realized that that crypto is more than some invisible coin or some invisible something. It actually is a community of people who come together with their own mind, a like-minded set of people. And that was really what called me to Poodle. So I realized this last week that I was walking around our new house. So it's taken us now a little over 10 months to get life situated, and I'm now sitting in my brand new, see if I can, here we go, my brand new office. I got my little, still work to do. I got my soundboard and all that stuff there. Still work to do on it, but I'm here in my new office, my new space, and I was sitting here realizing where everything has kind of gone. I opened up the Telegram, and I saw the, kind of the chat for the last few days, and I realized there's something special here. So I wanted to kind of revisit my story. And as I said, so I got the fire, and now I'm in my new house. And I started thinking, what were those things that helped us through this time where we finally sat and could breathe? And one of those that I keep coming back to is the Telegram community. And there's so many amazing people on it who are a complete support, even when you don't know it, right? What's amazing about the Poodle token is not necessarily that it's just another altcoin, meme, token, whatever, but the fact that there is a vision in something you can believe in. And I think that that's one of the things that we need to see. So there is something, so actually earlier today, 3:34 a.m. my time, wherever this was put, Rose, and I still need to do a Rose episode, said, responded to something, and said, market cap, for tokens is moot. It's not a sign of health of the project or even how well the price is doing. This is a prime example. Well, and there's something there, market cap. And that Alex had put on here that Poodle is up 30% in the last 24 hours. Show how strong the Poodle is right now. With the work the team is putting behind the scenes and considering the sweet spot Poodle is into, I'm expecting Poodle to rise significantly in the next few weeks, 3 months. I made that comment and that prediction last week. So remember what I said, how many zeros we're going to eat in the next week. But what we want to recognize is the difference in what is happening with this token. So, this really goes beyond a something where we can sit back and just let other people do the work, right? I actually feel that I almost owe this show to Poodle for being a bright light in a time where I didn't really have anything solid. It's funny how I lost everything physical in my life. And I ended up grabbing onto something that is completely invisible, which people say, I've heard people say, this is just fake. Crypto is fake money. It's not there. It's not, and so it was something that had that opportunity for me to say, things don't matter, but direction does and community does. And that's what we've seen over this past year. As I look at what this token has done, where we've seen the growth that we had initially, while all of the other tokens were just jumping up and everyone was, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. And then the move into V2 in order to be competitive, the move into building the brand, and the move into now having NFTs and augmented reality and really changing the wearables, the way that crypto and a meme token can have an identity. And so to me, I think that was a great metaphor for really what I had gone through. The idea that you can go from something with really no identity outside of it, people created fun memes, which are still fun to look at when we see them come through the Telegram, into actually having a base, having a structure, and being something tangible. And that's really where I look at this as a fresh start for me, right? I had everything. I lost everything. Now I have everything. Rehab? I don't even know if that's a word. But that to me is exactly what Poodle has gone through, right? Where we have seen this start to move into the work that everybody has been putting in on the back end is now starting to show, and you can see it, right? I think everyone who gets on the Telegram now, who gets online, gets on Twitter, can start to feel a buzz, right? You can start to tell that something is about to happen. Something great is about to break. We're about to feel Poodle become something that the world won't ever recognize, that the world didn't see coming. And I think that this is coming very, very, very soon. I can't make too many predictions on it, other than, because I don't know everything, other than it's a feeling. What you see off of this token isn't a fake pump hype, but it's a hype that comes when you see real work done. How many times in our lives have we had an idea? We've done something where we said, I think everyone else is going to think this is stupid, but I believe in it. And they put in the work, whether it was sports that you were good at or art or whatever. And yet you put that extra work in there and you work every day for it. And then all of a sudden, everyone around you goes, oh, now I get it. I get why you did that. And I think our now I get it moment is coming real, real soon. We're seeing a lot of movement back into crypto. We're seeing that people are starting to evaluate projects. They're starting to look into where there's value for their investment. And we are so, so poised for us that I really think sometime in the next 30 days, we are going to have now I get it moment for this token that doesn't come from us, but comes from some big influencers outside of us who have been watching from the peripherals or maybe caught hold of it and said, oh yeah, I remember that Poodle way back then. Oh, they're still around? Yeah, they're still around. They're doing some work. Let me look into it. And they see what we've done and they go, now I get it. And that really for me is this fresh start. That's where we have an opportunity and we have become something that is bigger than just being, hashtag BSC gym. That is much bigger than that. And that's really what I'm excited about. So I love when I go through, and I'm actually scrolling through right now the Telegram and looking at these various, the various pinned messages. And I encourage you all to do that and start looking at where where things are going and the trends. Am I the only person that starts to see the trends that are happening? And I know that I'm not. I start seeing where people are getting involved. Look at the people who start liking all of our tweets. They're the people that are really, really into uh, uh, into seeing projects develop. And it's not just the same 20 to 30 of us. And I think that's the key. That's the key where you see a fresh start happening for any token, where it's not where people start looking at it who have the ability to make something work, and they have extra influence and they catch your eye. And that's really this fresh start that I'm talking about. I see it in my life and I'm just very thankful. So again, I'm going to make that call out like I did last week, where I believe that we all should jump in right now. I know what should I where's the price chart? I should do the price chart. I don't know if I should do the price. Oh my gosh, we are shooting up there, aren't we? This is the thing. We are only up, and I think that is what's important. If you're not piling up your bags right now, then you are going to hate life in 30 days, because everything that needs a fresh start. How many times in our lives have you felt that something was at the bottom? Not just your investment, but something in your life, whether it would be a relationship, a job, anything. When life side it just hits you, like strikes you out of nowhere, and you're brought down, but yet because you put the work in, you got your fresh start and you built up from there and became something special. And that's exactly what I see this token doing. This is why I'm even more stoked about it, because I saw at a time in my life where I was beat down. We were just starting. There was a vibe, and that vibe now continued into something. And something that thanks, Trent, that you recognize now can become something greater than all the work you even put into it. And we all know that from our lives, right? We all know that when we've become something and we look back to where was I a year ago? Where was I 5 years ago? Where was I 10 years ago? Our token is doing the exact same thing. And that's what we're seeing now, what people are starting to talk about online, right? And they're on the Telegram, just like this vibe that I was just mentioning, where you go, okay, something's happening. I don't know what's happening, but something is happening, and it's going to strike quick. This to me means that I think that the admins have stuff going on in the back. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know. I don't know any insider information, but I believe there's something big that's going to release. And I know they're starting to kind of tease some stuff that becomes that fresh start moment, that I knew something was happening moment, and where this just becomes something amazing. It already is. And why is it amazing? Because of you all, because of the community. And there is no stronger community for a token like this than Poodle. There's no doubt about it. Any other investments we have, go to their telegrams. All their telegrams are still trying to tell you to pump, pump, pump. We don't see that anymore with ours. What we see is get in and develop a brand, develop our utility, develop what our token can offer. That's very different. That is where you start to see real value, because this is where, we will become a blue chip of the meme tokens, right? There is a sense, if you want to look at why did the .com bust happen? Why did the housing crisis, the whole housing crisis happen? Because people built on something that was fake, that had no substantial anything behind it. Even if you see a Home Depot stock or Amazon stock start to dip a little bit, but they always come back because there's something solid behind it. This is what we're going to see in the crypto world. We're going to see all these meme tokens that have the Doges, Papa, Daddy, Grandpa, Kid, Moon, Shot, whatever, are all going to die because there's nothing behind them. We're going to see, and I think we already kind of have gone through it. I think the bust wasn't as big as people thought from the bull market to the bear market. But what we're going to see now is that people are recognizing who had substance behind it, because it's really easy to fake it when everybody's going up. It's really hard to fake it when everybody is down. And that's why we're seeing in our token. And we're seeing it really start to come together. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to call it the fresh start. I think that we're going to be the only token that can really say we had a launch year, not a launch day, but we had a launch year. And this launch year really defined something that will define others and what directions they go in. And then you become the grandpa. You become the one that everyone looks to. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what the admins are doing. That's what's exactly the work that's going on behind the scenes. So I'm excited about it. I'm loving the direction of this. I want to just take this moment to, again, give a heartfelt thank you to all of you who have kind of helped me through this time, this really difficult time in my life and my family's life. To have the Poodle family really be there and be an encouragement has just been fantastic. I'm ready to turn the page on our fresh start and go all in, 100%. Let's knock this out of the park. Let's just see where we can take this. I think everyone, look at the amount of effort you've put in this week. If you give only 5 or 10% more, you'll be amazed. If you send that one extra tweet, you do that one extra Facebook post, you like up that one extra Reddit post, you do that one thing, you do that one little thing every day, you will be amazed what this investment will do. And as I've said on almost every show, you control your own investment here. We don't fund our investments. We give all the work into our investments, support those admins who are doing that back end work, and we just keep knocking it out of the park. So hopefully you have enjoyed this. I don't know what else to say today. That was it. Good things. Like I said, we moved our guests. We had a little scheduling issue. Someone wasn't feeling well. So, gotta make sure that it all looks good when they're on here, sounding good. So we've got 2 great guests. I didn't get permission to say who they were. I forgot that part. So I will let you know. But we got one next week. We got one the following week. Then we're going to follow up with some more educational stuff on kind of the direction, the NFTs, artificial reality, things like that. So we'll go through some of that, and then we'll get back to some guests. So we got a plan moving ahead. I'm really excited. It's really unlike me to plan this stuff, but I'm doing it. Love you all. See you online. See you on the Telegram. See you on the Twitter. Go shill. Let's get ready for this fresh start to just to be a time we look back on and we were just really stoked to be here for. So our launch year is coming around the corner. Looking forward to everything we see. Have a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.